Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So right now, you're probably here to see how vegans can get 200 grams of protein in a day. And you're probably wondering, how is that possible from just eating a bunch of rabbit foods like salads and carrots? I've been vegan for over 12 years. I'm a vegan bodybuilder, and I'm going to show you what I do to get that number. Always tell a lot of my clients as well, prioritize protein first, okay? If you try to get a lot of your protein first in the morning, it's going to be a lot easier to get all the other proteins that you need throughout the day. Even if you consume meat, it's the same thing. When it comes down to food and you're out and about, it's very easy to get a lot of carbohydrates and fats. Carbohydrates like your fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, okay? That's easy to find. Even your processed and junk food is all carbs, okay? Heavily in carbs. And then when you think about fats, this is like your nuts and seeds. But then again, if you're going out and about, you're looking at like processed oils and things that's fried or whatever type of junk processed foods that's out there, that's usually also high in fat. So it's very easy to get those type of fats and carbs out and about when you're in the world. But protein is literally very hard, especially if you're vegan. That's gonna be even harder, okay? So this is what I usually do. So for today, we're gonna use two types of proteins. We're gonna use the soy lent, because one scoop is about 30 grams of protein, and it's the vanilla. I personally like it because it tastes like ice cream. And then we're gonna mix it up with another protein. Let's do the Owen, okay? We're going to go ahead and start off with the Owen. This also have 30 grams of protein with 2 scoops, okay? So we're going to go ahead and mix both of those. Now, when it comes to the water I use is a purified water. I do delivery water, so that's why it's in my water dispenser. I usually have 2 of these at home. So I have one right here in the kitchen and then one in my office, okay? The reason I like using this type of water because it tastes better and it's just a higher quality of water. Now, if you like using tap, go ahead and use tap, you know, do what you want. But I don't like my shakes tasting like a faucet, all right? Now, now let's go ahead and put these 2 in. This one requires 2 scoops. The reason I'm doing the regular protein shake is because I'm going to the vegan street fair, all right? So what I like to do is try, again, prioritize the protein and then keep a lot of my carbohydrates and my fats available, because at the street fair, again, I have to be honest, it's gonna be mostly junk food, you know? Now, right now, when it comes to my total caloric intake for today, it's gonna be at 2,860 calories. My protein intake is about 200 grams, carb intake about 380 grams, and then fat about 60. Let's go. Tastes like ice cream. All right, so we already got 60 grams of protein in, but to get that remaining amount so we can hit that total goal, we definitely need to get some food because the fridge is looking pretty empty, and that does not look like I'm gonna be able to get 200 grams with a fridge looking like this. So let's go ahead and go shopping. Now, one mistake that a lot of people have is that you can't get protein with plants. Well, here's the thing. Plants has a lot of protein. The garlic, the spinach, mushrooms, potatoes, onions, bell peppers, you catch the drift. All of it has protein. It's just low in protein. But I'm going to show you how you make a combination of all the proper foods to get up to 200 grams of protein, especially if you're trying to get jacked. When it comes to high protein sources, this is one of my favorites, the 365 plant-based chicken style. So the reason I like this is because if we look in the back, very minimal ingredients, but then when it comes to like the whole entire container, only 13 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, 59 grams of protein with 21 grams of dietary fiber. This is really a good option because when it comes to dietary fiber, that's what's gonna help you feel more satiated in any type of diet. If you're on a bulk, if you're cutting, you're gonna feel a lot full when you have a high dietary fiber consumption. Also, fiber helps with amazing digestive health, okay? So if you're suffering with bloating or digestive issues, bump up your fiber intake, because that's how you get a lot of pro and prebiotics. So then going to like the supplement shelf, wasting money on pre and probiotics and drinking kombucha teas and all this crap, just make sure you're getting food that's high in fiber. That you're going to save more money that way. I really like bulking up on this, so I definitely grab a few bags. I'm just going to empty them out. This is a great and cheaper alternative. As you can see, this is only $3.99. I'm a big fan of Daring, but look at the price, $8.79. Daring, y'all need to get your shit together, because that thing's way too expensive. Another high protein source is going to be the Upton's Chorizo Seitan. This is by far one of my favorite go-to protein sources, because if we look in the back, minimal ingredients, and it's all natural ingredients. Like, if we could actually read it off: water, vital wheat gluten, soy sauce, which is makes mostly made out of water, soybeans, wheat, and salt, apple cider vinegar, garlic, gargillo, or whatever that shit is. I don't know what that is. Obviously, some type of seasoning, oregano, sea salt, onion, cumin, and black pepper. Only contains soy and wheat. Okay, that's it. And if we look in the back, it's about 17 grams of protein per serving, and has about 4 servings in it. I usually eat the whole entire box. 4 times 17 is 68 grams of protein. So I love really having this for breakfast or a brunch. And I make my, I usually make a broken cheeseburger bowl. You can find that in my shorts or my reels, all right? But I'm gonna go ahead and pick a few boxes of this, because this is definitely, again, my go-to. And it looked like I might empty them out again. Let's see. Yeah. Now, another good favorite is going to be the Abbott's, okay? They have like the chopped chicken, and also the ground beef. Now, this is great for people that wants to be on a gluten-free diet. I believe even a soy-free diet as well, because if we look in the back, it's pretty much hypoallergenic. The top 9 allergen-free, no gluten, no soy, no artificial natural ingredients, no gums, no canola oil, and no methicillose, okay? And if we read those ingredients: filter water, pea protein, tomato paste, extra virgin olive oil, porcini mushrooms, sea salt, onion powder, apple cider vinaigrette, balsamic vinegar, garlic powder, black pepper, mustard seed, vinegar, ginger root, coriander, and thyme. That's it. Again, all natural ingredients. Is very good. It's one of my favorites. So they got the ground beef. Sometimes I'll exchange this with my broken burger bowl with this. So these two, because even though they're basically the same, this has more of a chorizo flavor, so it's a little bit more spicier. Versus this one, I don't know how. It tastes like Spam, but in a good way. like I don't know if you guys are like corned beef, basically corned beef hash. That's what it tastes like, but in a good way, like a really good corned beef hash. That's the only thing I could really say about this one, and that's why I get it, because it tastes good. I like corn. When I used to eat meat, I like corned beef hash. All right, and then they also got the plant-based chopped chicken, which is great. So I can interchange that and make it like into a chicken stir fry, or make it like into any dish I want, pretty much. So I'm gonna get a couple boxes of this, not too many, but right now it is on sale. For the beef is $66.83, and that's just for the veggie burger. So let's get about 4 boxes of that. Next is going to be the Wildwood high protein tofu. So again, I like doing this with stir fries. Also, I like to do tofu scrambles if I'm tired of the cheeseburger bowl. So I'm going to grab a few of these, and this is only about $4.79 per packet. But look at this, you're getting about 70 grams of protein for this whole entire block. So usually I cut it in half and eat half of it if I'm making like a tofu scramble. And the cool thing about tofu and soy is that, like, if you're still believing that hype that tofu and soy grows gyno and lowers your testosterone and stuff. Listen, man, I've been vegan again for 12 years and I'm a pro bodybuilder on top of that. If I'm incorporating this stuff into my diet, how the hell am I winning so many trophies and so many competitions and been doing it for such a long time? Also, I like to show you this myself, because some of you haters, if you're still watching this video and hating, you're probably like, well, he probably got a lot of muscle, he's taking steroids, and and his testosterone levels are probably super low. Listen, I'm all natural. I'm a pro in all tested organizations, and 3 tested organizations to be exact. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and show you my testosterone levels, which was tested this year in January. That was the last time it was tested. So we're going to pull up the health app on my phone, and then we're going to go ahead, go to all records, and we're going to go right here. So this is my free testosterone. We'll start off with that. So it's definitely in range at 97.3, okay? And then if we look at my total testosterone, 846, okay? So it's pretty in normal range. It's in a good level where it's at. We're also gonna pick up this, the chicken, the Eat Meaty chicken cutlets, okay? I'm just gonna grab 2 boxes. One for snacks, like the little fried chicken one, and then the lean chicken, all right? Just for some alternatives, but this is mostly made out of mushrooms. So again, if you're gluten or soy free, you can always opt out to these options. So again, minimum ingredients right here, just made out of chickpeas, mushrooms, and like some type of oat fiber. And then again, the whole packet is about 30 grams of protein, okay? This one, the fried one, has about 34 grams. But again, since it's breaded, it has 12 grams of, 28 grams of carbs and 16 grams of fat. Versus this one, which is the healthier choice, has 3 grams of fat and only 16 grams of carbohydrates. And it's time for meal number 2. So since I already had the protein shake and that was it, now I'm gonna go ahead and make an actual meal. And look at the fridge. It looks nice and ready to go. Now this looks like something that I can definitely get a lot of protein with. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the broken burger bowl, okay? Using the Uptown Satan. And the reason, let me just pull some of this out. And then the reason I wanna go ahead and do this is just because it's also high in protein, but now I want to focus more on my vitamins and minerals, okay? Because it's not just about getting a bunch of protein to build muscle. You could focus on that. I'm not saying you can't. You could focus purely on macros, but if you're not focused on the micros, in time, your body, you'll look good from the outside, but then the inside is gonna look like shit. Vitamins and minerals play a crucial role when it comes to overall wellness of your body. This means that it comes down to your immune system, bone density, cellular structure, how your skin actually looks, energy levels, immune system, and so much more. That's why it's very vital to make sure you're eating foods that has tons of vitamins and minerals. If not, over time, it means obviously 1 day, 2 days, even a month, you might not see any effects, but throughout time, you will start seeing effects. You start noticing, I'm always getting tired a lot, no matter how clean, how much I follow my macros. I'm getting sick more frequently. I'm always getting caught with some type of chronic illness. I'm having nerve damage, brain fog. You know, this is where these issues start to happen. And honestly, with a lot of ex-vegans, it's one of the main reasons why they feel brain fog, lack of energy, all that stuff, because they're not eating enough vegetables and their meals are not balanced, okay? I wanna show you what I have now. So if we look at the micronutrients, just from the protein shakes alone, I got a good amount of iron, which is really, I was even surprised how much iron that's in those protein shakes. But also I got some good source of calcium and potassium as well, which is very good for a protein shake. Now, the only thing that's missing is vitamin A and vitamin C. And then since we're using MyFitnessPal, if you're missing some of these essentials, like if we were using like Chronometer is another application that you could track your foods. But the reason I like MyFitnessPal because it has the most essential vitamins that you should be hitting. If you're hitting mostly your essential, more likely you're hitting everything else. Now we're going to also include this, and I'm going to show you how that works. All right, so we got everything in. So now you can see like my total. I'm getting about 80 grams of protein so far with everything combined for breakfast. So this is the calories and macros already. And then if we look at here, look how much that all jumped up. So we got a little bit more iron, a little bit more calcium. The vitamin C is I follow a hypernourishment protocol. So I want to make sure that I'm getting more than enough vitamins and minerals, especially on a plant-based diet, so I can be like super healthy. So this is why I do a hypernourishment protocol. And then the potassium went up as well, okay? And then what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to also include my supplements. All right, so I'm going to take my supplements as well. So we're going to put in the Tribulus. All right, and that's, as you can see, that's really going to boost up the calcium intake and everything else. So see how everything just jumped up some more with the supplements? So I'm going to go ahead and take that now. So while I'm eating my foods, these are the supplements I take because these supplements are required to take while eating food, okay? Because it's going to make the absorption a lot better versus taking it by itself. And you make sure you're reading your supplements. Like some supplements will tell you eat with a meal. If it says eat with a meal, definitely follow the directions, eat with a meal, because if you eat it, you're going to get higher absorption. And then sometimes some supplements that requires you to eat with a meal, it can bother your stomach. Okay, so for example, what I'm going to show you is like the Clean Machine. Clean Machine Cell Block 80, which helps with boosting up your testosterone naturally. It has something called stinging nettle, and that sometimes upset people's stomach on an empty stomach. It happened to me before in the past. I used to take the Cell Block before I work out early in the morning because I work out fasted, and I started getting like stomach aches, and then it wouldn't go away till like mid-afternoon, and it was just annoying going throughout the day with an upset stomach, okay? So I'm going to show you the supplements. So first, I'm going to take the Clean Machine Ahiflower oil, okay? This is better than fish oil, your flaxseed oil for your vegans, hemp seed oil, anything you could think of. The EPA is about 400% higher than chia, hemp, and flax, all right? And also has higher anti-inflammatory properties than fish oil. And it's super low in fat. It's only about it's only about 20 calories when it comes to the fat. So it's fairly low, maybe like 2.5 grams of fat for 3 soft gel capsules. Then again, I take the Cell Block 80, all right? So this is all natural. This is mostly made out of a cactus flower, okay? And some, it has a cactus flower, that's the DM33. Also it has ashwagandha in it, the stinging nettle, and a boron, all right? So this is gonna help with boosting up natural testosterone. Then I'm a big fan of the Tribulus, okay? So I take about 2,000 milligrams of Tribulus. Overall, I take 4,000, but I take 2,000 with the meal in the morning, and then 1 pill of Cell Block in the morning, because these 2 supplements you want to take twice a day. So overall, I take 4,000 and then 2 pills of this. If I'm competing, I usually take 5,000 milligrams and 3 Cell Block 80s. And that's just because I'm in like a deficit. I'm training a lot harder with very little food, okay? And then after that, the Clean Machine Vegan D3. The reason I like doing the Vegan D3 from Clean Machine is because they get their D3s from pure algae, all right? So it's another way you could get your vitamin D3, but this is organic algae, okay? That's something that's you won't find a lot. A lot of regular algae is basically just not organic, or you don't know where it's coming from, if it's coming from an ocean or from a farm. but this is 100% organic. So this is why I really like this one. So you don't have to worry about any type of like pesticides and chemicals, things like that. So I'll definitely take that. And if you're a darker individual, I highly recommend to take it. You need to get double the amount of vitamin D into your body, especially if you work inside. And this is also for lighter tone individuals as well. Make sure you're taking vitamin D if you have an inside job versus outdoors, okay? So let me grab some water and take this and then start eating my meal. Everything will be in the description down below. Feel those gains in the muscle building up right now. Hell yeah. So I did say it was at 80, but now we are currently at 148 grams of protein. I forgot the main ingredient, which was seitan, okay? I was like, man, it looks pretty low, you know? But if you see everything, now we're at 148 grams of protein. And then look at those micronutrients. Now we're crushing it. The iron is already hypernourished. Same thing with the calcium, vitamin C, vitamin A, which you already saw before. But look at that potassium. We're almost about to hit our daily target goal for potassium. But anything beyond that will have potassium will put me in that hypernourished zone. Sodium is still good to go. Okay, for someone like myself, I need a little bit more sodium since I do work out a lot. But then here's everything else, as you can see. Okay, so again, my dietary fiber is good, sugar is good, fat is still low. Like I said, I want to keep that low because when I go to the festival, I want to be able to eat my fun comfort foods. Carbs is very low too. I have 380. I'll only hit 81 grams of carbs. So I basically have pretty much like what, 300, no, 200? 299? Yeah, 299 grams of carbs left, which is a lot. And then my proteins is almost done. I'm at 52. Now, here's the ingredient list, just in case you guys think I probably fudged anything. Y'all can see, that was the last thing I entered was the Uptowns, and then everything else is there. All right, just so y'all don't think I'm like fooling around and making any adjustments to why. All right, but where it's at right now, to be honest with you, I could go straight to the festival. I mean, it's only like, it's still morning time. It's only 11:20. So I could technically hold out and wait till the festival, but because I have more calories, now I don't have to worry so much about my protein intake. And this is what I usually do like every single day. Prioritize protein, like I said before, and then now I can kind of chill and then kind of free ball what I want. So if I wanted a donut, or if I want to have some potato chips or comfort food, rice and beans, a burrito, Mediterranean food, pita, a sandwich, I could have that. And through all those different types of variety of foods that I want to, if I have that would definitely, I could easily get that 50 grams of protein just from the combination of those types of foods. Because like I said, in the grocery store, a lot of vegetables and things already has protein, like 1 gram here, 2 grams here. A slice of bread has about like 2 grams of protein, you know, so if I made a sandwich, that's already 4 grams. If I made a PB&J and added the peanut butter and jelly, that's already like 10, 15 grams. See what I'm saying? So that's how it all kind of comes together. So right now I'm pretty much in a good area with my calories and my macros, especially if I want to have more comfort food. Obviously, I'm going to get hungry again. I would say around like, if it's 11:20, I would say around like 2 p.m. I'm going to get hungry again. So, but I'm going to make that meal a little bit smaller. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet, but I'm just good. I'm happy that I'm able to get all my vitamins and minerals. Majority of my macros are hit. So when it comes to health and fitness, and now I can enjoy my comfort foods or whatever snacks I want to have throughout the day. All right, y'all. So what we're doing now is waiting for the Tesla to appear. So I definitely got the app where there's no one in that car, man. This is so freaking cool, man. No one's in that car and it's driving to me. Look at that, man. Even people looking, they're like, what the hell? This is the future, man. Look, there's no one in the car, yo. Look at that, man. No jump cuts. All right, so now we're ready for meal 3 to get to 200 grams of protein in a day. So right now we're here at Leaves and Roots. I'm just here to de-wine, you know, play some pool and get a small little snack to bump up that protein intake. Let's go. All right, you guys, so Corinne Sutton signing out. Vegan police. Vegan police. Vegan police. Vegan police.
Excuse me, you need to pay your tab.
Put down Corinne's tab. All right, now we're here at the vegan street party as the vegan police. We're gonna go ahead and do meal 4, okay? So let's see how much I can actually eat at the street fair. So I have pretty much about 1,400 calories left. As you can see, a little bit of protein. I have some fats, a lot of carbs. So overall, like at this fair, like I said before, more than likely they're going to be like junk food. That's what I already expect. It's clear, there's no meat here. So now what I'm going to do for my last meal, as you see on the menu, I'm going to get that Cuban sandwich, man. I really love the Cuban sandwich here. All right, so for the last meal, I have this Cuban sandwich, right? So you can see it right here. And again, I could put that into my Fitness Pal. It's definitely high in carbs because of the bread and it's real thick. And then also I got some snacks like some banana pudding cake, okay? In a jar. I already had the taste of that. This is super delicious. I'm gonna bring this home for Fernanda so we can share on that. And then I got the plantains chips. But that's how I usually do it when it comes to eating out, staying fit, just making sure I get majority of my meals, and that's it. And then by eating this Cuban sandwich, I'm already passing my 200 in protein goal. So we definitely did it. And this is how easy it is to get all the protein you need on a plant-based diet. So with that said, if you like some more videos like this, go ahead, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell button, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.